Hello, I bet you wonder what I'm doing with my day today. Well, today was a work day for me, but when I woke up this morning, I got some very good news. On the news, the guy said it was National Chocolate Cake Day. So on the way to work, I stopped by Carl's Jr. and I got a chocolate cake for me and a friend. So yes, I celebrated today. But anyway, we are going to make another Valentine project, something I've been looking into, a little coat or a little cover for a cup. So I'm going to first show you the kind of cup maybe you need to have, and then we'll get right into the project. So happy chocolate cake day. And let's get to our project, okay? Okay, first of all, we're going to look at some cups. This is pretty close, but you know, I'm going to show you here. When you go to make a cup cozy, you need to have a little space at the top. This is one of the cups I'm going to use. You see it's got a little space at the top. That means I can make a roll there, and it'll come down low enough that you can put your mouth on it. You can also use like a little jar here. You see, it's got lots of space there. I don't think this one would be very good. Cute cup though, but there's not enough space. I think this one is made just about like the other one. This is one I'm going to use because it's got space. This one, not quite enough space. You see, it's not that much space. So to get started, I'm going to get out my yarn and the cup of my choice. And I'm going to get out my favorite crochet hook. It's a number 5, I think. Ooh, 5.5. Later on, we're going to need 3 buttons and some thread, but right now, this is all we're going to need. So to get started, I need to move some of the cups away. So I have some little arm room. To get started, I'm just going to make a slip knot here. And I'm going to keep my cup kind of handy because I'm going to need it to measure. Now this just has to be able to go around, okay? So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm getting off screen. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Definitely not yet. 11, 12, 13. Need to give myself a little more yarn. Sorry. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. A couple more. Oh, was that 21? 22, 23. I guess it doesn't really matter. It just needs to have enough stitches that it can go around. It needs to fit around the base, but not really all that tight because it's going to stretch a little, which is something I need to remember when I make things. It's going to stretch a little. Yeah. I was looking for some cups that had like straight sides, but yeah, see, it's just barely touches. I think that'll be okay. Well, you know, maybe I'll even take a stitch out, maybe 2. Now the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to make that first loop I'm going to make a loop at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't show you my buttons, but I think that will fit my button. Then I'll go back into the 4 from the hook. That's why I counted. I just need to be for sure. Yeah. And I'll try my button. Yes. See, I went through. So that's going to be okay. So to get started, I'm going to do a chain stitch right back into that same stitch, right back into the one. I'm going to do a double crochet, 1, 2. So this is going up this time, 1, 2. And then I'm going to yarn over, and I'm going to go into that very same stitch. And I am going to double crochet all the way across. For the interest in time, well, I'll do a couple more just in case you don't know. Into the next stitch, through, 1, 2. That's a double. To the next stitch. Well, I didn't get to the right hole there, did I? One, 2. We are going to chain all the way across, not chain, but double crochet all the way across here, okay? And then we're going to chain 2 when we get to the end and flip it over. Maybe I'll come back and show you that part. So let's chain, or not chain, double crochet all the way down, and then I'll come back. Okay, here I am back again. I forgot you, so I had to pull the stitches out. I forgot I was going to show you. So I'm going to do the last couple for this row. Let's try to stay where you can see what I'm doing. Still doing the same thing, just double crocheting. And this is going to be the last one I'm going to do it in. And then I'm going to chain up 2. I'm going to chain 2. 1, 2. I'm going to flip things over. And then I'm going to start back the other way. That's all it is to it. Now I've got my first little thing here. It'll go under. So I will keep going back and forth until I get it tall enough that it's about right here. And that's where I'm going to put my second button loop. And the very last one is going to go at the top. So I will come back when I'm about ready to do the next loop, okay? So let's double crochet until we get there. Okay, I just measured, and I think we're up high enough that we can do our next buttonhole. So let's finish off this row. 1. I don't know why I'm counting when I don't need to count. I already know I'm at the end here. I guess I will need to count in a minute. I need to chain 3 here. Not 3, it was 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see where I got my finger? I marked where I came from, so I'm going to put the needle right back in there. And try to come through. There we go. I'm going to go back in there again. There we go. Now I'm going to chain my 2. 1, 2. Flip my work. And in we go. back down the other way. So I will meet you when I get to about here, because we need to make our last buttonhole. I didn't show you. When I get to about here, I'll keep measuring until I get there, okay? So here we go. I'm going to turn it off and let's crochet some more. Okay, I'm measuring it again, and we are about at the right spot. You see there? So I'm going to put the other buttonhole. And while I finish up this row, I'm going to tell you a little something. I had to, because my cup, you see it gets bigger. It's wider at the top than it is at the bottom. So to make it fit, I had to do 2 stitches in the same stitch, if that's how you say it. Let me show you. So I went into it once, double crocheted once, and then in the same stitch I double crocheted again. But I didn't have to do it in every stitch to make it fit. So I scattered them out so it doesn't look like I like I had to do that. So we're going to do the last couple. And I will tell you something else. If it turned out that I was at the wrong end when it got long enough, instead of making double crochets all the way back down, I would probably do a row of single crochets back, so it wouldn't be over the top. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, back in. Catch that. There we go. And true to form, I am going to single crochet back, because I don't want to end over here where I put the last buttonhole. So I'm going to single crochet back the other way. Find my right spot here. And there we go. When I come back, I will show you the little sweater on the mug or the cup. And yeah, we'll just take a look at it with the buttons and everything, okay? So I'm going to single crochet back to the beginning because I don't want it up too close. So I'm going to turn it off and I'll be back. Well, here's the finished project. We still have enough room to put our mouth without actually getting it on the little cozy there. And it sets down good. All 3 buttons. I don't know if you can see them. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think we're done. Hope you like it. Well, thank you for spending some time with me. I had a really good time. I hope you're able to make this little project. It's really easy, so hey, give it a try. And I'll see you next time, okay? Bye-bye for now. Bye. Bye.